This young veiled Muslim woman from France was invited to a French television, where 3 journalists had meticulously prepared to humiliate her with trick questions and groundless accusations.
Can you tell us, why do you wear a veil?
I'll give you an example. We often hear in public debates these kinds of questions about why Muslim women wear a veil, but what is astonishing is the difference in media coverage. I rarely hear people ask why Sikhs wear a turban, or why some Jews wear a kippah, or why some Jewish women wear a headscarf. It is known that in the Muslim tradition, women wear a veil, whether they are married or not. But I'm not sure if you know that in the Jewish tradition, women wear a veil after marriage.
Yes, but Jewish women who wear a veil are a very small minority.
So, for you it's a matter of numbers? That is to say, when it concerns a minority, it's normal and you don't ask any questions? Tell me, is it a matter of numbers or what?
The veil is not a Quranic prescription. It is an Islamist innovation, because the Quran has never used the word veil. This term does not appear in any of the 3,234
The veil is mentioned in the
verses of the Quran. So, I want to tell you that it does not exist.
The veil is mentioned in the Quran in chapter 24.
The Islamic veil, known as hijab, is indeed mentioned in the Quran in 2 verses of different chapters. The first is chapter 24, verse 31, in which Muslim men are instructed to lower their gaze and be modest, because that is pure for them. The verse also instructs Muslim women to lower their gaze, guard their modesty, and draw their veils over their bosoms. It also instructs women to not strike their feet to draw attention to their hidden ornaments. O Prophet, ask your wives, daughters, and believing women to draw their cloaks over their bodies. In this way, it is more likely that they will be recognized as virtuous and not be harassed.
You said that no one forced you to wear a veil, and I trust you for the moment. But did you know that this is not the case in neighborhoods where young Muslim girls are under real pressure to wear a veil?
I was also born and raised in a neighborhood. That does not exist.
You mean young Muslim girls are not
That's
forced by their families?
Listen to me. Can I answer your question? I think there may be people who wear a veil under pressure, but what I am telling you is that these people do not represent the majority. What you are doing is a generalization of this phenomenon, which is in fact isolated in order to stick this stereotype on all Muslim women who wear a veil.
Okay, we got it.
No, can you allow me to finish my point?
Your point is already clear.
It is clear, but it is not complete. I would like to add that when you associate the wearing of a veil with inequality between men and women, I feel oppressed. I do not understand this vision. Why do you think you are the ones who must define what freedom is for others?
Here in France, the veil is shocking. The veil is an offense to the French culture.
Do you agree that the veil is shocking?
Alors, je conçois qu'on ait des positions différentes.
I understand that we have different positions, and that is also the purpose of this debate, to discuss between different positions. But I think it should be important to make a distinction between personal opinions and what the law says. Earlier you were talking about the values of the Republic, and I myself went to the school of the Republic where I learned the values of the Republic, which are equality, fraternity, and living together. I was also lucky to have parents who taught me these values as well as values of sharing. So, the veil may shock you personally, but from that, making a law to prevent women from wearing it, I
think the veil should be banned in schools.
Okay, that is your point of view. If the veil is banned in schools, then what will be the next step? Will this law not go as far as preventing mothers who wear hijab from picking up their children from school?
De l'établissement, que 60% des Français, et c'est les chiffres que vous avancez.
You said earlier that 60% of French people were annoyed by the veil. That's your own statistic. But that doesn't surprise me given the media relentlessness. We Muslims represent less than a quarter of the French population, but we occupy more than 3/4 of the public debate.